The Honourable Minister of Families.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm pleased to rise today to recognize Grant's Old Mill Museum and the St. James Assiniboine Pioneer Association. Spring is here in Manitoba, which opens the doors on one of Winnipeg's historic landmarks for the season. Grant's Old Mill Museum has been a meeting place for the community for St. James Assiniboia and Kirkfield Park for many, many years. It's a popular place for everyone to meet, whether it be seniors, whether it be families, to have a picnic or barbecue. That's a part of it. The mill and museum is on the banks of the Sturgeon Creek near the corner of Portage Avenue and Booth Drive. Made of logs brought from the White Shell in 1975, Grant's Old Mill was constructed in the way that it was intended to in 1829, all tongues and grooves and without nails. The idea of the restoration of Grant's Old Mill and water mill on Sturgeon Creek was first conceived by the St. James Assiniboine Seniors group that received a community grant for the project. The mill is named after Cutler Grant Jr., who operated the first water mill west of the Great Lakes. It provided a glimpse of the real working mill. They operate the flour of the mill using solid granite millstones to demonstrate how and where, in terms of this approach, can take since the 1980s. They teach the history of Cutler Grant, the fur trade, and the fur trade wars in the early 1800s. Grant is considered, of course, the first leader of the Métis Nation. Grant salvaged the grindstones and transported them to Grandtown and built in a windmill, which served the needs of the Métis settlement for many, many years. Today, the mill is recognized and is donated by a number of agencies and organizations, including Patterson Grain, and also can contribute to produce upwards of 1,000. We have members of the mill that are here, and in terms of their executive, Ken and Nancy Fluto, who are in our crowd, I want to thank you for all your hard work, your dedication with the mill. The mill does have 2 different events that happen throughout the year: Grant Cutler Day, which is the second Saturday of July, and the Pioneer Picnic that happens on the second Saturday in August. Thank you very much for all your work. And I do want to recognize them. They are here.